Okay, so now let me show you what Scapy can do. As I promised, it's a really cool tool in two ways. First of all, whatever you need to do over the network, you can do it with Scapy. You can send packets, it can receive packets, it can act as a server, as a client, it can implement any existing network protocols. And the second is that it basically does it in a way that allows you to learn from it what are the specifics of protocols and what is required for them to interoperate. And if you are familiar with how networks work, you will have no problem starting using it. And if you in the same time is familiar if you are familiar with Python in its paradigm of interactive programming, it will be even easier. Okay, so for demonstrating what Scapy is, let me first start it out. So it require root permissions to not be limited in functionality. This is just some warnings that are some optional. Methods are not allowed, modules not installed. So it's basically like Python. So you can tell it help me on send packet method, okay, or help me on Ethernet protocol, and read all that. But for please play with that at home. You can just start reading through all these help articles, or download a tutorial and start playing with it right now. But yeah, please see this video until the end first. Let me show you how you can use Scapy for this spoofing. Yeah, so we can do ARP cache poisoning by just sending out Ethernet packets that contain ARP responses to non-existing requests, like someone on the network is asking who is at this IP address and receiving MAC address in return. But even if there is no corresponding request, we can just send answers, can send responses in order to spoof caches of our neighbors on the network. So for that, let's say, first of all, to spoof the caches, we will have to know our MAC address. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of information. Let me show that my Wi-Fi interface has this MAC address. Yeah, and the IP address is like this. And I know that somewhere on the network there is a Windows host. Yeah, how can I see that? There is this Windows machine, it has this specific MAC address, and there is a gateway that has this MAC address. Yeah, so this is slightly different, and this is very different because MAC addresses are basically virtually unique. Yeah, so we will need all of these MAC addresses and these two to craft a cache poisoning response. And to do that, let's send the packets. Yeah, send packet, and what it does, it just sends the packet, and its behavior really depends on the packet you craft, and you craft it right here in the command line. Yeah, so you start from Ethernet and say that destination will be first our victim host. Okay, and that's it. Just send a frame to this Ethernet address and put in this frame this ARP packet. Yeah, this ARP response that will basically have operation set to is at. So this is a response. This specific IP address is at this specific MAC address, and let it look like it comes from the gateway. Yeah, from this IP to this IP. Yes, and contain hardware source, this MAC address, of our attacker host. So as if the gateway is sending the Windows machine that it has this MAC address. Let's send it out. Some warnings. I hope it's not important. And we have to do that the other way around. Yeah, so we can send the same information to the gateway and put the gateway MAC address here, right? Let's send it to gateway MAC address that this is at this. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's start Wireshark, filtering only traffic from this IP address, yeah, on our interface for Wi-Fi. Is there something going on already? Not really. Let's generate some external. Oh, you see, it's like, yeah, there is something going on now. So let's filter it to something really generated by us, to ICMP traffic. Let's limit it to ICMP traffic, and let's run ping command. Say, let's ping Google.com. Oh god, it's slow. Why it's so slow? It's much faster now. Okay, so let's ping it internally and see that all the packets that are intended for Google.com are somehow going through us now. Okay, so let's now limit to HTTP. There is something already going on, but if we fire up the browser, and order something plain text, oh, it won't work. We have to remove our proxy settings first, of course, because now it's just going through some other host, some other port. Okay, let's put it to off for it to think it's going to the internet direct. Windows, I love you. Yeah, you see, something is requested and we are getting the response, but I think it's already HTTPS. Okay, so let's remove it for now and see what's going on. A lot of TCP, a lot of DNS resolution. So yeah, let's say this is our TLS session, and let's follow it through the SSL stream. Oh, nothing's up. Why? Oh, let's just look at TCP, at this gibberish. As you already know from how Wireshark represents TCP sessions, reds are requests and blue are responses. So we have both here. So everything is going through us, and both the gateway and the target think that we are their peers in this communication. Cool, huh? So you can do that on your own. You can think about many ways of using Scapy. Once you start doing it, you basically don't stop. It cannot allow you to do everything because there are specific tools for really special cases that automate a lot. But on Scapy, again, in theory, you can write any tool that deals with network traffic. So start scripting right now, enhance your script's quality, and this toolkit of low-level readable and understandable packet manipulating techniques will serve you well throughout your career. So I hope you liked it and you will use it as much as I do. Thanks for your attention.